hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope y'all are enjoying this beautiful day. But I'm wearing a jacket because inside the house is freezing. That's why I even decided let me just come outside and share this amazing weather with you guys as I record this, by the way, trying to be consistent. Today, first of all, is 1st November. Happy birthday to my Uncle Ken, man. That's the man who's raised me. I love him. So shout out to Daddy, happy birthday. Yes. Now, what I want to talk about, it is Sunday, some of us go to church on Sunday, some of us go to church on Saturday, but at the same time, I think we worship the same God. I was watching Disconnect the other day. Amazing movie. Kudos, bravo to all the people who created that movie. It was an amazing movie, an amazing script. But there was one character in that show, in that movie, that actually really like bothered me, made me very, very uncomfortable. And that was the character played by Patricia Kihoro. I mean, she did a great part of acting that. The character that she was, basically, she was a Christian girl who basically was born rich life. But every time she tried to say something, people would shut her down because of her beliefs, because she believed in, no sex before marriage, because she didn't drink, because of all these things. Anytime she tried to say something, she was shut down. And that really bothered me, because I'm like, okay, this girl is living right. She's doing right, and the reality is everything she's saying is the actual truth. Yeah, I speak that as a Christian. But I do know that in most faiths, like there's things that are sacred. There are rules that are there. But why does it bother people so much when you have someone who's actually living right? These days when you meet someone who, is celibate, it's who broke your heart, or abstinent. Who broke your heart? Why? Someone who doesn't drink, the question is, hey, Kwani, what's wrong? What happened to you? What's wrong with you? Why don't you drink? Someone who doesn't take drugs, there must be an issue with you. And it's crazy to me, because that's what life is now. These days, promiscuity is the in thing. If you're not hooking up with like 4 or 5 people, there's something wrong with you. But like, do we sit down to actually really think about these things that we're saying? Do we really think about this life that we're living? And do we really think about why it is that it bothers us to see someone who is living right, and why we throw hate and shade on these people who are actually living right? Because the reality is, like, the times we're in are super scary. Right now, everything wrong is the norm, right? And when you're doing the right thing, or you're doing something different, there's something wrong with you. But I that's why I wanted to record this, because I want to talk about it. I'm like, no. We need to like check ourselves when it comes to that. Because the reality, even me, when I chose God, I know there's a lot of people that I don't hear from anymore, and that's okay. Because it makes them uncomfortable, the path that I chose. Because now we cannot really be able to we can't really hang. I don't know if that makes sense. And that's part of the territory, by the way. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not throwing any blame or shade at anyone. But I really just wanted to ask that question. Why is it that we're so uncomfortable with people who are doing things right, living right? Why do we throw shade at them? Why do we why do we shut them down? Why do we want to put off that voice, that conscience, the angels? In life we have the angel and the devil. But why is it that these days we literally like kick out that angel? We shut it down completely. We do not want to hear it. Yet we know that one day we have to live with it. We have to deal with the consequences of our actions, no matter how small they are, no matter how insignificant they seem at the moment. The reality is, one day you're gonna look back and you think about it and you're like, those choices I made, I really should have thought about my life better. And then you can't undo them. That's the reality. But yeah, are you one of those? Are you one of the people who, when someone is saying something and is speaking for the right side of life, and I'm not necessarily just talking about Christianity, but I'm just talking about doing the right things, do you shut them down, or do you embrace it? Do you like want to learn something new from this person, ama you're just like, achana Sonia siku hizi anaongenga tu mambo za Mungu, hatuna hiyo time? Think about it. Is that you? Because I don't know, maybe it was me at some point, but it just, it made me think. So that's all. I hope y'all are good, keeping your hands clean, social distancing, muhimu. All right, happy Sunday. Keep it locked.